Hey everyone, TL here, Traveling Linguist, and here we are again in the fantastic place that is Japan. There's a special event coming up next week. See, scouting uniform, so nice. Next week in Yamaguchi in Japan will be the 23rd World Jamboree. Now, I'm not in Yamaguchi today, I'm in Fukuoka, which is where I live right now, but I do have some tips and tricks for you about Japan in general, and a little sneak peek that I can share with you about Yamaguchi itself. So first, let's talk about weather. Yamaguchi is kind of like Italy, so it's usually going to be very hot and humid, which is why I'm filming inside today, because it's ridiculously hot outside today. Now, the other weather phenomenon that you might encounter in Yamaguchi, Japan, would be typhoons. Tomorrow, Japan, or at least Fukuoka here, we're supposed to get a touch of the 12th typhoon of the season. Japan usually has 24. So it's very possible that you might need some really good rain gear. And you might actually need to use it. So, assuming you survive the typhoon, which may or may not happen while we're there, you're going to need to use the bathroom at some point. Most of Japan uses squat toilets, which we don't have in Canada. But it's just like you would at camp, pretty much. So hopefully you've had a chance to try one of those, and if not, it looks like they've got tons of portable setup that were probably Western style. However, if you do leave camp and go off exploring in Japan, that's something you'll definitely run into. Something else you'll need to be aware of is that most places with bathrooms won't necessarily have paper towel or a hand dryer. You're gonna need, well, a hand towel of some kind. Most people just carry these around with them constantly. They use them to dry their hands, they use them to dab their brow, or any number of things that are wet that you need to wipe, kind of thing. But if you came to Japan without one, where do you get one? Well, then you just go to your local conveni or convenience store. There's usually at least one within sneezing distance anywhere you are in Japan, and they're super convenient. You can get anything from like face towels, to food, to snacks, to photocopying, to ATMs, to paying your bills, to pretty much anything. Especially snacks. One of my favorite being onigiri. And look! They have like super easy instructions. 1, 2, 3 on how to open them. Oh, right. So now we've talked about a couple small things and the weather and how to deal with that. Now let's talk about language. In Japan, English is kind of like core French back home in Canada. Everyone took some English in elementary school, or at least, and so they can say things like, hi, my name is, where's the bathroom, usually, but especially if once they get older, if they haven't used it at all, most of them forget it completely. Some people definitely have kept up with it, and just like back in Canada, there are lots of people that are bilingual or are very, very strong, almost sound like native speakers, but usually most people will speak only or at least mostly Japanese. I'm assuming almost all, if not all of the staff at the Jamboree will speak good English and will be able to do that in English, but if you leave the Jamboree site and go out throughout Japan, you will need maybe at least a little bit of Japanese. 3 phrases that you can use that are super simple and easy to learn, and I'll put them down in the box below. First one, thank you very much. Arigato gozaimasu. Phrase 2, this please. これはonegaishimasu. And the last phrase is the one that I used almost on a daily basis when I first arrived. 英語が話せますか? Which means, do you speak English? So, it's a very useful one. Something else that you might notice, even just talking with lots of other Japanese speakers, is there's going to be a lot of head nodding and agreeing in a conversation, which was a little odd at first, but it's really reassuring and kind of cool as part of a conversation. last but not least, I went to Kirarahama, Yamaguchi a couple months ago just to check it out to make sure I could catch the right trains and all that stuff. And I took some pictures and video, which I can share with you now. When I was there, there was something else going on and there wasn't anything set up for the Scouting Jamboree yet. But what I have for you are some pictures of things that probably will not change. So think of it as like a teaser scavenger hunt type thing. Here you are. Hey everyone, TL here, Traveling Linguist, and welcome to a very special edition, because today we're scouting in Yamaguchi. So today I'm going to be showing you guys around a little bit what it's like in Yamaguchi, some things that you can expect. We're gonna go to Kirarahama and check it out. Let's go! Alrighty. So whether you come by air or come by ground, you're gonna have to get to Kirarahama somehow. If you choose by rail, or perhaps by Nishitetsu bus, at the Jisu station in Jisu town. Woo! And then from here, you can head on over to Kirarahama. One of the toilets by one of the scout centers. Okay, vending machine. Dun dun dun. Squat toilets. Everywhere there are squat toilets. Also, you'll notice there are no hand dryers and no paper towel, so we'll have to figure that out. Scouters from all around the world, and especially Canada, welcome to Kirarahama. Well, that's all she wrote. I'm standing right here, somewhere around here is where the welcome center is going to be. And I'll be here waiting for you. I hope you have a safe trip here, and I hope you enjoy the couple little tips and tricks that I showed you. For now, take care. See you soon. Well, that's it for me. Next week, the 23rd World Scouting Jamboree starts, and I will be at Shin Yamaguchi Station to meet up with my fellow Canadian contingent members, and anyone else who comes by ground, I'll see you around some other way. Feel free to come and say hi at any point in time, and in the meantime, if you have any questions or comments, please comment in them down below or send me a message on Facebook, and I'd be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. Thank you so very much for watching. I can't wait to see my fellow scouts at the Jamboree. See you guys next time. Bye.